Hello, everybody, and welcome to Poland Daily Travel, where this time we say, head east, young man. We're going in search of Eastern promise to the Białystok region, about 2 hours, give or take a few kilometers, east of Warsaw. This is an area of hidden treasures, castles, palaces, wildlife, and of course water and the great forests. The Braniecki Palace in the center of Białystok stands out as a Baroque masterpiece, often compared in its own way to a smaller version of Versailles. Then there is the unmissable little fairy tale town of Tykocin. It lies in bucolic splendor astride the Narew River, with its fine church and synagogue and restored castle. It's an undiscovered Baroque jewel. And so we scratched the surface at least to tempt you to the wonders of this beautiful and wild region of Poland. We know you're going to really enjoy these episodes. So stay tuned as Poland Daily takes you to the Białystok region, the far east of Poland. Visit our Poland Daily Live page and subscribe to all our great programs. Thanks for watching. Hey, and welcome back to Poland Daily. We're standing in the street, almost in the street, on the sidewalk by the street. You can see the cobblestones and everything. This is an old street, folks, in Tykocin. When was the town started?
In the 15th century. You know, it's medieval time.
Yeah.
When
Late Middle Ages.
Yeah, late Middle Ages.
Yeah.
But in that part of our country is, you know, the time of forests and so on.
Right.
So we can still put it somewhere in the Middle Ages.
Okay, because it was a little more backward here. The Renaissance was a bit later coming here.
Yeah, it was, you know, agricultural area. So that, like I said, modernity doesn't come really fast here.
No, it still doesn't go that fast.
Come on.
No, because the quality of the town is really preserved. It's
it's preserved.
It's not my first time here, you know.
Yeah.
I've been here before, and I was really impressed with it, and it stuck in my mind as a great place to film one day.
You know, in some points it looks like the time's, you know, stopped somewhere in the beginning of 20th century, but you have a lot of houses from 18th century and 19th century and so on. And if you take out all those cars and put here horse wagons, maybe
horse and wagon, and it would fit right in, wouldn't it?
Yep.
I mean, these are original streets. This wasn't done for show. And where we're standing now would have been a swamp or something?
Yeah, we are standing now in the middle of a Jewish district called Kaczorowo in Polish. So it means the duck district, something like a duck area.
Yeah.
Because till the 1522 it was a swamp here.
Okay.
At the beginning it was a Christian town that were, you know, developing around somewhere the market square, but here, just from the beginning of 1520s, became, you know, starts some kind of settlement of Jewish people.
And behind us, there's an interesting plaque that you pointed out to me before. And what is that? Why is there a plaque on that?
It was one quite important guy that.
Who was that?
That lived here.
Yeah.
It was Mark Zamenhof. He was
Zamenhof.
Yeah, we know that surname already.
That rings a bell. Yeah.
Yeah, it rings a bell.
Yeah.
It sounds like Esperanto father's man.
Yes, it sounds like the name of the guy who invented Esperanto, which was Ludwig Zamenhof, right?
Yeah, and he was a son of Mark.
And his father lived here.
Yep.
Right.
And they moved to Białystok.
To Białystok when they moved up in life from the village to the.
Not from the village, but from the king town.
From an important town of the time. Okay. Yeah. Because Tykocin, as we said, is older than Białystok.
Of course, Białystok was a residence that starts its history in 17th century.
Yeah.
It's still bondly connected with Tykocin because of Czarnecki and his daughter, that was a wife of Klemens Branicki. He became history of Białystok.
Czarnecki, the great warrior, prince of Poland of the 1600s, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Field marshal that defeat Swedish people.
Yeah, great. He beat the Swedes during the deluge, as they call it, and was written about in a book. He's the hero of a book by Mr. Sienkiewicz.
Of
Henryk
course.
Sienkiewicz, the
And it's
Nobel
also
Prize
a
winner.
national anthem.
Yeah, it's called The Deluge, the book, or in
Deluge.
Polish it's called
Potop.
Potop,
So deluge.
which is actually easier to say. For once, a Polish word that's easier to say than deluge, which
Yeah.
is actually French, not even English.
Yeah, for sure.
French origin, right? Since we're talking about language. But down here we have the village square. Now, what are the important things to see in the town?
For sure, the biggest object that you can see is a church.
The
it's
church.
a beautiful Baroque
Yeah.
church
Okay,
with almost all original stuff inside.
okay.
And with two beautiful pictures of Branicki family, of
Okay.
Branicki and his wife, Isabel, that she was a sister of Stanislav, that he was a king of Poland.
Right.
Yeah, so
Poniatowski,
Poniatowski,
Yeah.
yeah,
late 18th century.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's more, you can see the Czarnecki monument. That's original, that was founded by Branicki
When was it put there?
in 18th century.
In the 18th century?
Yeah.
So it really is a
It's
old
really
school.
old and original. Now it's
And
you
never
know,
destroyed. That's a surprise,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. A surprise.
What's funny, and we can say that he was standing in a different, different position, original, because he was conducting people to the church, and now it's for another direction.
Hey, Poland Daily Travel. Wait, I just want to. We'll come back. Stay right there. We'll be back after this short break in Tocochin with more anecdotes. He's going to tell me a really good anecdote. I don't even know what anecdote means, but he's going to tell me one. Stay with us. Good Lord.
Falcon.
Where?
We need to wait a sec.
Artificial.
Artificial falcon against all birds and so on. Pigeons and
Yeah.
all.
That's the
Blackbirds
artificial
and-
falcon, folks. The artificial falcon. To keep the birds away.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Because they are nesting, you know, everywhere.
Yeah, pigeons are terrible. They're like flying rats. Yeah. Okay, and we're back. It's Poland Daily, and we're standing here, and Bogusław promises a great anecdote, and he promised this will be a great anecdote. Let's see. That's not no pressure at all. What is this?
Anchor, as you can see.
Yeah.
But why it's standing here in the middle of a street?
Why is it standing here? Yeah.
It's a
It is an anchor, you're right.
Yeah, it is anchor.
It's a big one.
It's a staff that was pulled from the Narew River.
From the Narew River, because behind us, running parallel or perpendicular to
Yeah.
us on this street, is the Narew River.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was used to transportation.
Yeah, they was sending some of the grain down there, and it would hit
Grain,
the Wisła
wood, and so on.
and go to Gdansk,
Gdansk, yeah.
and be shipped throughout Europe,
Yeah,
right?
as-
In the
as
old
we already
days.
talked,
Okay.
yeah. And that staff wasn't used till the 1940s.
Okay.
So after the Second World War, it was in the middle of a narrow river,
Okay.
and was used like a stationary anchor.
Okay.
So we can say that was something like a port,
Yeah.
that you can go with your barge and stand in the middle, you know, of the river, make, you know, stop next to the
Tie up next to this.
tie to
Yeah,
anchor.
because this was fixed in the water, but it wasn't very deep water either. So these were tiny barges, really.
Yep.
They weren't big barges. Maybe a bigger barge on the Wisła, yeah?
Well, for sure.
Yeah.
Because
So
they
would-
were
yeah.
moving to Wisła and collecting their own
Wisła
big
is Vistula, folks, Vistula. Yeah.
Vistula. Why in the middle of the river?
Yeah, why?
Because if you will load or barge next to the bench, to the river bank, you will not start, you will not move.
Oh.
Because it will go down.
The
and-
water goes level
Yeah.
could go down, and then you're stuck.
And you will stuck on the sand.
And you need to stay in the middle. Well, you don't have tidal falls. It just can be because of the evaporation or whatever,
Yep.
if you don't have enough rain. So if it's a summer day, which is, or a warmer day like today, the water could evaporate and then you would be stuck on the sand.
Yep.
So you got to stay in the middle where the water is deepest. Is that right?
That's right.
Good Lord, my old sailing knowledge coming back. I don't, very old sailing knowledge. Listen, Poland Daily, we're in Tocochin. More fun to come. Bogusław, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for visiting.
What a great pleasure. Yeah. Bogusław is a good man. Thank you, folks. See you soon.